Question number 8, Alex Riley.
Presiding Officer, to ask the Scottish Government whether it will provide an update on the next steps of implementation of 20 mph speed zones across Scotland following the October meeting of the multi-stakeholder 20 mph task force.
Minister Fiona Hislop.
The Scottish Government is committed to implementing 20 mph speed limits on those roads where it is appropriate to do so by 2025. The task group agreed to support local authorities to expand 20 mph speed limits where appropriate as the optimum route to implement at their November meeting. And as a result, work is now underway to establish a delivery subgroup with a communication toolkit being finalised to be used at the local level.
Alex Riley.
Presiding Officer, as an MSP it represents, Fife have found that the traffic engineers within the council are fairly opposed to 20 mph speed limit, even where people have come forward and made the case. And therefore, my question is, what are we going to do now, between now and 2025? And I noticed that there was 1.7 million given to local authorities, 1.4 million given to local authorities, 107,000 of that went to Fife. When I asked Fife Council, they say that that was a consultant's report that was sent to Traffic Scotland. How many more millions will we spend between now and then? And will the Cabinet Secretary give guidance to local authorities that where communities are asking for these safety measures to be put in place, they should at least be considered?
Minister.
Well, the 20 mph speed limit is something that local authorities themselves have said that they want, but the pace and scale and the time that will be taken in each local authority may vary. Can I say that there are already trailblazers in this area, particularly in the Highlands and the Borders, and in the Highlands experience, which is going to be used for other local authorities to learn from, it is proving successful. And indeed, communities that don't have the 20 mph limit in their local community are actually asking for that to now be implemented. So if he, like me, trusts local authorities to carry out their duty, there may be some road engineers that might personally not be in favour, but actually local authorities will know the appropriate roads to make 20 mph or not. And I think actually listening to their communities that they will get a resolution and the implementation of something that I think everybody recognises has benefits, particularly those communities that now are experiencing lower speed limits. And Councillor Scott Arthur, Labour councillor in Edinburgh, was quite clear on the safety measures that this has brought in that have saved the numbers of injuries on roads already in Edinburgh, who are way ahead than many other communities in implementing 20 mph speed limits.
And supplementary, Mark Ruskell.
Yeah, thanks. Can I welcome the progress that's been made across Scotland in rolling out 20, not just in Fife, actually, but in the Borders and the Highlands, and the fact that all councils now have a very detailed plan for how they're going to implement 20 mph rollout across their areas, getting us closer to that target, ensuring that all appropriate roads are 20 by 2025. But given that the government here has not decided to go down the route of changing the 30 mph default speed limit to 20, how will the Minister ensure that there is that consistency between councils and there's adequate resources to actually get the job done and to ensure that communities that need 20 mph to create safer streets can do that and we can move forward together?
Minister.
Well, we will watch and learn from the Welsh experience, but our experience will be quite different because we are working at the position of asking local authorities themselves to identify the appropriate roads to introduce the 20 mph limit on. In terms of consistency, yes, you want consistency, but you also want local authorities to be able to be in control of their own schemes, and that's the balance that we have to face. And we know from what we've heard, there are some local authorities that are well ahead, Edinburgh, Highlands, Borders, and the member has expressed that the introduction in Fife is progressing as well, but they will go at different speeds to get to 20 mph, and we have to recognise that's the result of giving that choice, that option 2 choice, that local authorities will designate these roads themselves.
Thank you, Minister. That concludes